Nightfall in Minneapolis in December usually spells freezing temps, and that is precisely the case outside these walls. But we are a comfortable 72 degrees inside U.S. Bank Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Fire down these two. Fire down these two. 180! Coming this way. Coming this way. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 36. 36.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
And 12 at the 19-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Yellow.
From the gun, it's Mahomes, escaping the pressure right. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. A loss of 8 that time, and it brings up 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. A run for Nick Chubb. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, as an offense, some drives you have it, some drives you don't. And this one looks like a you don't.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, it was 3rd and long. It was screaming for a pass. I think they tried to outguess him there with the running play. They didn't fool him at all.
Went in the wrong direction. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Kyle Van Noy in on the stop.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Let him know. Let him know. Let him know. Let him know. Mike 55. Mike 55.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Mike. 180. Pistol. I'm coming. Hey, exit.
Mayfield on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
And again, it's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, but now it's 3rd down. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play. And the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
The Lions take over first and 10
let's do it.
at their own 29-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Let's go. Rip lift. Defense. Under crunch, under crunch, under crunch. Check safety, check safety. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Check Mike, check Mike. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship, watch the ship. 6 guys.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 4 receivers in the formation here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. 2nd and 3.
Yellow. Guys, Mike, 49.
Now here's Mahomes. Completes it to Davis. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
4 yards. And the Lions first down.
Yellow. 54. Yo. Yellow. Check 15. Watch out.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Hey.
A give running right is Chubb. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Yellow. 0-15. Argo blue 80. Check 4. Check. Hey, Sunday. Attack.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Now Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Yellow.
Stop here, D. Watch left, watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end left. 4 down, 4 down.
Color.
4 down. Check, check, check. Switch. Why? Ooh.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. It's caught by Davis. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Complete to Corey Davis.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Lions nothing.
Wait. 15.
54. Run it. Check 43. Check.
15. 43.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
Check, go get him.
They give to Chubb out of the gun. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Here's a quick throw caught by Higgins. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard of the completion. It's 2nd and goal. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't
they? When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Nick Chubb with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with the battle of the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings! That's going to be a 103-yard kickoff return. What a run. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from the special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
17-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
11 yards there and a Lion first down.
First down.
Slam.
They run again on first down, Chubb. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
No. Off.
On the ground, it's Chubb. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? It looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Coming to you. Hey, switch gears.
They run. Chubb. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
On the carry, it's Chubb. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Switch. 54's Mike. Check. Watch
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping.
Recon, 132 fighting.
Come back.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. It's Kelsey on the ground. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 32-yard line.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
180.
Check 37.
Chubb. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Jumper. Easy.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd.
Hey, Riplet.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Not today, you want? Not today. Haywood.
You gotta go, baby.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Von Miller in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46.
56. Mike's 56. Who that? Who that? Pistol.
From the gun, Mayfield. It's caught here by Adams. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
First and 10 at the 41.
They go play action. Mayfield. And that's complete to Adams. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Set. 180. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Run.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone. It's second down and
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And Boswell's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
This fielded at the 2. A little juke. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now Kamara. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
They run it again with Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
At the 36-yard line.
Tough spot here, 3rd and 18, following back-to-back running plays that went in the wrong direction.
56 to Mike.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ziggy Ansah drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Check. Motion to backfield.
They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I got you. Shoot. Check. Yellow. Fresno. Shoot.
And again, it's Chubb. And bulldozing through multiple tackles. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
15. 24 is the mic.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Yellow. Are the blue lady?
Check 3.
Handoff comes to Chubb, and he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They run it again with Chubb. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. And they try to sweep to Jones. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. 13-all our score as we start quarter number 4.
King!
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Regular.
And the blitz does come. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Olivier Vernon in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt, and the Lions will take over.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And 5 at the 24-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
So don't say nothing. Shift.
Attack!
Check 31. Check.
15. Hey, 15.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Yellow.
Check. Watch it before. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got, Heavy?
Yellow.
Give me some. Box track. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Watch QB drop. Watch switch.
From the 24, Mahomes forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Chubb will get the call, running left. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
I was used to joke with my teammates who carried the ball a lot. When we got in these situations, they were carrying us home. I used to tell them, boy, you guys just look like Paul Bunyan, just growing stronger, bigger, tougher. And all night long, he's carried this team.
He has indeed. Every side right now, a huge 3rd down conversion.
24 is the mic. Go. Eyes up.
Hey, Sunday.
So that'll back him up 5.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Following the penalty, Chubb. They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here. 24 is the mic. I got it.
Mahomes now to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is free.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 12 on the year. And they were able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell, and they will take a 7-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. First down, Lions on a pickup of 13.
First down, Lions.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Watch yellow. Watch right. Watch right. Buzz. What we got? 24 is the mic. I got you.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Let's go, boy.
Give him 32 on the play.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some.
Hey, 43.
Mahomes now on first down. He'll buy some time right. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But second down instead. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, y'all.
Yellow.
Babies cry all the way back home.
Mahomes will try again on second down. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. Now Chubb running right. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Kamara. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And this is caught by Watkins. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Vikings. Sammy Watkins with time running out, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together, make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
At their own 25-yard line.
Yellow.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense... Oh, Chubb fumbled it. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Hey, 57 colors, 57 colors.
Now Mahomes steps away. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Darryl Roberts right there on the coverage.
Corey Davis, incomplete. It's 3rd down and 9 yards.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game, as now they've got it 3rd and long. Mahomes to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Incomplete on the deep ball. It's 4th down.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
One final try for Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises, really both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Vikings, they get back 7-7.